YouTube family, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Sharita and welcome. And in today's video, we are getting into designer fragrances. I do not have a lot of my collection, but baby, the ones I have are amazing. A lot of them are vanilla forward. That is no shock. That's kind of where designers get me, you know, they get me on the hook and they reel me in with these vanillas. But there are some florals on here. There are a couple of sexy, spicy ones, some gourmands, just a little bit of everything, quite frankly. And so, yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into today's video. You guys, before we start, as always, be sure that you are subscribed to the channel. And if you find any value in the content along the way, give your girl a big thumbs up. Now, the first ones I want to start with are actually going to be discontinued. There are two. And for the life of me, I don't know why they don't bring back Balenciaga's FLORABOTANICA. I'm nursing this little bottle and I just really don't even want to wear it because these are very hard to find at this point. And honestly, what I need to do is get my hand on a large bottle so that I can wear this as much as I would like. If you can find this, you need to get it, okay? So this is very unique to anything I have in my collection, to anything I've ever smelled. It is so beautiful, and this is a floral like no other. This is a carnation fragrance that has mint, and it has a hemp note. And honey, when I saw the lineup of smells, of notes, I was like, there is just no way. I had never smelled mint in a fragrance. And cannabis, like, what are we really trying to smell like? Balenciaga. But they created a masterpiece. They created a masterpiece. I got a decant long ago with, oh my God, I think it was Royalty Scents? I can't remember. But I would get a lot of decants through them back in the day. And this is one that really piqued my interest. And I think Sheree convinced me to try it in a decant, and I instantly wanted a full bottle. I flew through the whole travel size on vacation, like in 1 week. It was from top to bottom gone. Beautiful. Beautiful. And if you know anyone that's trying to let go of their bottle or on my car, let me know because I need a re-up. Beautiful. I'm not going to spend too much time on each and every one of these scents because we got a lot to get through. But this next one is one that is also discontinued, but there is a dupe of it that is hitting, okay? Spot on. So this is FEVE DELICIEUSE, and one of my favorite Christian Dior fragrances. Oh my God. Gourmand but complex. So you've got chocolate, you've got cherry, you've got almond, you've got milk, you've got a touch of mint, lavender. Oh, it is so sweet. And it's aromatic and it's unisex, but it can really be a lot because this performs. But baby, when there is a coldness in the air and it's brisk outside, nothing smells like FEVE or wafting around in that cold air. Why would you stop making this? You need to bring it back. I will probably never get to this big bottle before it goes bad because it's such a powerful scent. It's very sweet. You really have to be in the mood for it, but it is a gourmand masterpiece. Now, the good old people over there at Julianas Perfumes have duped it. And when I tell you your nose is not going to know the difference, your nose is not going to know the difference. If you put this on and you walk past somebody that is familiar with the scent of FEVE, they're going to stop you. Oh, are you wearing FEVE DELICIEUSE? No, I'm not. I'm wearing Delicious Dreams, but it is inspired by and it is hitting FEVE on the nose, on the head, like on the nail. They nailed it. And I love this one. I love them both. But if you cannot get your hands on this, because it's very hard to do so at this point, get your hands on this and at a fraction of the price point. Next up is going to be probably one of the newer designers to my collection. I've been ranting and raving about this. It was actually a blind buy and it was risky. I feel like Urfe recently launched at Neiman Marcus, so I wasn't going to the mall because I didn't know if they had it on display. And again, just risky. They kept sending me the wrong thing, you guys, 3 times. And so I just gave up on Neiman's because clearly there was an issue with the barcoding in Atlanta or wherever they ship these from. And they sent me the patchouli one. Y'all, even the patchouli one smells good from the house. It's honey patchouli, something, ugh, so refined, so beautiful. But today we're talking about Marshmallow Musk. Beautiful, refined, gourmand that could literally be your signature scent. This is marshmallow. It almost smells like balls of cotton. If that has a smell, it's more of a feel, you know, a feeling of white cotton, marshmallow, lots of vanilla. You've got these delicate florals. You have something mentioned of like a lavender petal or lavender something, but this is not going to be a strong lavender. Don't even think about that. Like you hear that, you pick up on it very slightly, but it's not strong, astringent, overtaking the scent. Absolutely beautiful. And I just love the way that they have composed this. I am like halfway through my bottle. We're down to here. And would I repurchase this? Absolutely. Do I wish they had a 100 ml of this? Absolutely. It's very pricey, but this I feel like is giving you beautiful, gorgeous, refined, feminine quality. And I would not mind paying full price for this one again. Now, hopefully it will make its way onto discounters before I run out because I just feel like it's so beautiful. It's unique to my collection, but it's very easy to wear. Not going to be overly complicated, but beautiful nonetheless. This one, again, is Marshmallow Musk. If you're into marshmallow, fluffy, musky fragrances, you definitely need to consider giving this one a try. They do have samples on the website, so start there. I would never advise you to just run out and spend $300 on an itty bitty bottle of perfume. But for me, I have no regrets in that one, okay? So this next one is my first Black Opium perfume full bottle. I've tried others, but this one, I mean, blind by success. Heard Erin Nicole talk about this one on her channel, and I immediately just feel comfort in the fact that they feature vanilla multiple times throughout the different tiers of this fragrance, and you are getting so much vanilla in Black Opium Le Parfum. This is Black Opium DNA deep down in there, but it's not overpowering. It's not as loud as your other Black Opiums, but it's gonna definitely extend beyond scent bubble because this leaves such a beautiful sillage trail. The men really do seem to love this one. This one was definitely getting a lot of attention from men at work. Just so easy to see why Black Opium is like this cult classic, and I really was able to grow to appreciate the beauty of that DNA through this scent. Buried under lots of vanilla nonetheless, but I mean, I've smelled the original in store and I could definitely see why people love it, but it can be really hard for a lot of people to digest. It's very sweet. I feel like this one is sweet, but it's not overly sweet. You do get the florals, but it's not overly white floral, not overly loud, nothing like that. This is just so beautiful, and if you love vanilla, you will probably like this scent. Okay, stop in, pop into a Sephora, try it because it is a vanilla bomb and it is giving. Next up is the one perfume I had in my collection before I started collecting perfumes, you guys. Y'all, when I got this, I was, oh my God, probably in my late 20s, early 30s, had to be early 30s. I'm 42 now, had to be early 30s. But baby, when I tell you, I thought I was really doing something by having a Cartier perfume. Oh my God, because all I knew was like Calvin Klein, Ralph Lauren fragrances before this. And I was like, oh, I'm feeling fancy. I got a Cartier perfume that I bought from Nordstrom's. And this to this day smells so beautiful and feminine. This is a deconstructed lily. So you have to love powdery. You have to love lily of the valley. You will smell like the most ethereal, beautiful floral lily goddess there ever lived. That is what this smells like. There are some green facets to it. But if you want to smell powdery, fresh, clean, honey, Still to this day, one of the most beautiful designer fragrances in my collection. My old bottle, I had it for so long because I was a 1-2 spray, only wear perfumes in a special occasion type of scenario, type of gal back then. So that one went bad and I was storing it in the bathroom, just all of the wrong things. So I repurchased it because I never want to be without this one. Oh, I didn't even mention the name, honey. This is BASIER VOLE, and absolutely gorgeous. And you can get this at a really good price point from a discounter because it's been out for so long. But beautiful fragrance from Cartier. Next up on the list is a Tom Ford that to me is like the Tom Ford. It was my first Tom Ford. It was a blind buy. I think that Karina Waldron convinced me to buy this fragrance years ago. And when I tell you it was a doggone love at first sniff, Tobacco Vanille. I forget that this is even in my collection, you all. It's like way down on the bottom shelf in the back with all the other like black bottles, and it falls into obscurity. And Aisha, Simply Aisha, made me run upstairs and get this one day because she spoke about it in a recent video. And I fell madly back in love with this scent all over again. And it's about to be getting worn this fall and winter because Tom just got it right. It literally smells like a Starbucks chai latte on my skin and in the air into my nose. And either you're going to get something sweet and gourmandish like that, or you're going to get smoky tobacco. Thank God I don't get that. Tobacco, like, yeah, it's either one or the other because I have smelled like the Amouage Sunshine Woman, which I know a lot of people love, but that tobacco flower in there literally smells like Newports on my skin. And I know all the people that love that scent, they don't get anything smokestacky out of it. So it's just a note that can go very left or right on your skin. All the more reason to try, okay? Tobacco Vanille, you should be able to pop in it anywhere that sells a Tom Ford and smell it. Beautiful sillage, okay? It actually lasts, unlike a lot of fragrances from this line. To me, this is a Tom Ford fragrance that is worth the price point. Do you need to pay full price? No, you do not, because it has been around for a while. So I highly encourage you to check out trusted discounters, your Joma shops, your fragrance.net, Fragrance X. They will have it at a reasonable price point. And this is just going to be fall, winter staple for life. So beautiful, and I absolutely adore this scent. Next up is Burberry Goddess. Okay, I was gonna re-up, but y'all, I have already found the Middle Eastern dupe that is duping, okay? And we will get into that in a later video, but this just, please, love at first sniff, checks all the right boxes for me. It's very feminine. It's lavender done in a very easy to wear like feminine way, which is hard to pull off because they tried it with the Intense and they failed. That was so lavender heavy, scratchy, all wrong for me and a lot of others. Worst designer release of 2024 that I tried by far. But this one was such a win. I don't know how they went so left and went so wrong on that Intense, but this one is beautiful. It's a little dusting of cacao in there, lots of vanilla. I think 2 or 3 types of vanilla in this one. Vanilla caviar, okay? And it's so soft and beautiful and easy to wear, not overly complex, not too much lavender. And for that, I love Burberry Goddess. Love, love, love it. So next up on the list is going to be one that is harder to find in the US, but I just think that this is one of the most beautiful vanilla incense fragrances that I've ever smelled. This is BABYCAT. This is from Yves Saint Laurent. And this is without a doubt going to be lots of resins, lots of vanilla, black pepper, and incense. If you love incense or you love vanilla, you are probably going to love this little Olibanum beauty right here. This is from the nose of Dominique Ropion. He himself has since created other fragrances with the exact same scent profile for other designer houses. I think Penhaligon's has one that's very close. And something else. Someone was saying the new Tom Ford. I think the perfume guy said the new Tom Ford was really giving him baby cat vibes. The leather ombre leather spinoff that flanker they recently introduced has some baby cat vibes. And Dominique Ropion did another one for another house that is very baby cat, and I cannot remember, but they are out there. So if you cannot find this one in the US, there are other alternatives, other Middle Eastern alternatives that are very affordable and really good. Rifakat is really close and like $40. So you guys, Baby Cat by YSL was all the rage, and I feel like that hype was so justified. And now that it's a little easier to come by in the States, I think I'm just really gonna start wearing this one out this fall. I was afraid to spray it, honey, because I only got like the 75 mil. And that thing was hard to get, okay? So next up is going to be Orchid Vene from Van Cleef & Arpels, and this is absolutely gorgeous. This is going to be chocolate, powdery, very vanilla forward with some orange facets to it. So if you love scents like that, like if you love your Symphoniums and things like that from these niche houses, really is where you're going to find this scent profile. But this designer has really captured that type of scent really beautiful. This has a really feminine quality to it because it is so powdery. I found that this really did get really good in the performance the longer it sat. This bottle is probably about 3 years old at this point. So when I wear it, it really does stick around on my skin and clothes. I really smell it wafting in the air. It's definitely where you're going to have to overspray. But I just think the Orchid Vene is so beautiful. And this is a very cozy experience. Perfect for this time of year. Not too sweet, but it's sweet. And so for that reason, I think this is just going to be a really gorgeous transition vanilla gourmand designer fragrance. Next up is going to be a beautiful vanilla cardamom bomb. And this is from Louboutin, and this is Luby Rouge. So this is going to be your very beautiful, warm, spicy vanilla and iris centered fragrance. They only list 3 notes in this. And by God, when I tell you all 3 of them are sharing that spotlight, this is literally like Destiny's Child. Okay, well, ooh, Beyonce was definitely still in the spotlight there. That's a very bad example. 702. Okay, this is giving 702. Listen, am I telling my age? Some of y'all don't even know who 702 is, but cardamom, iris, vanilla. So beautiful. You're getting lots of powdery iris. You're getting lots of spicy cardamom, but very refined and well done. You're getting a ton of vanilla. When I first smelled this, I was very new to fragrance, and my nose just couldn't understand what is this that I'm smelling, and I did not like it. I did not like it because every vanilla for me back then had to be super sweet, sticky, gourmand cupcake. I have grown since then, okay? Went back to a decant, probably a whole year and a half later, you all. Loved it. Fell in love, got me a full bottle eventually, and we're still very much so in love. So if you love sophisticated vanillas, this is it. This is the one. I really do need to get my nose on more from the house. Like, I literally have only smelled this one, if I'm not mistaken. I think I've only smelled this one. But you guys, drop me a line and let me know some of your favorite Christian Louboutin scents, because I would love to add more into my collection. So last but not least, it's going to be one of the stars of 2024. And if you're new here, you don't know. But if you've been riding with me at least for the past year, you already know that CASHMERE Palo Santo was going to be on this list, because this is one of the most beautiful niche smelling designer fragrances that I've ever smelled, and definitely a star standout for 2024 in my opinion. So this is peach, it is Palo Santo, it is lots of vanilla, and it is cashmere. So it's woody, it's very vanilla forward. Like, this is one that just gives a very grown up, sexy quality to vanilla designer fragrances. And I find that this little composition they have going on is not seen a lot throughout the designer market. No, it's not overly complex, but you're not it's not littered with white florals. The only floral listed is labdanum. And if you are familiar with labdanum rock rose, then you know that it can be very leathery. It can be very, yeah, very leathery. You don't get that at all here. You don't get that at all, but there is something going on between that. The Palo Santo is giving a very grown, sexy vibe. And honey, when you drench it in vanilla, woo, and peach, sign me up, okay? So many people are loving and enjoying this scent, and it is not hard to see why, but I don't think this is a safe blind buy because so many people are getting many different things. Some people are getting minty. I don't know where that's coming from. Some people thinks it leans masculine. This leans sexy. It's definitely marketed towards feminine, you know, fragrance wearers, but that doesn't necessarily have a lot of weight. Like whatever you feel like smells masculine on you smells masculine on you, and same with the feminine perfume. So all the more reason to try to go in store and test this if they have a display. Unfortunately for me, when I try to pop in and smell the others, like no one ever has them or this one. So I feel like the only other one I've smelled from the line, I think of 4 that were released, was the fig one, which I wanted to blind buy, but I'm so happy I didn't because I did not like that one. But so many people love the tiare flower release, and I can't remember the other one. But a lot of these from this line are getting really great reviews, you guys. So try to check out this line if they have it on display. But baby, Cashmere and Palo Santo, it's so worth the hype. I love this. So that is my video for today, you guys. Please drop me a comment below and let me know some of your favorite designer fragrances. All of these are going to be really great transitional fragrances, probably with the exception of FEVE, because this is like dead of winter because it's so beast mode and sweet and delicious. But all of these you can really wear right now, okay? Yeah, bomb fragrances, absolutely. Let me know some of your faves. It has some real, you all. Make sure you are subscribed, and I will catch you guys on the next one.